Hey everyone, welcome back to another Titus diorama and action figure review. And in today's video, well, we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends series, Marvel's Domino from the Deadpool 2 movie. So let's get to it. Now, I do have to say, Marvel has stepped it up with the movie figure packaging, and I really do like what they did with the Wolverine ones and what they've done here with the Deadpool 2 Marvel figures, or movie figures, I should say. I love how it looks like Deadpool's actually gone in and scratched stuff out, put his own stickers on it and everything. The 14 plus, this is really cool. I love how the top of the packaging also has that like Deadpool sticker on there. As for the packaging itself, it's a nice window box packaging that does allow you to see the figure and all the accessories that the figure does come with. I do like the backdrop that they've used there as well, just that white XMen symbol. It really makes the figure pop in the packaging. The side of the packaging has some nice artwork here, and of course the back of the packaging has that same artwork with the scratched out name that Marvel was giving her, and then of course the Marvel Domino that Deadpool would have wrote on there. With that stated, guys, let's go ahead and get Domino out of the packaging. Alright guys, so here is Domino out of the packaging. Now first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories she does come with, and we'll talk about the actual figure itself. Now, of course, she comes with two different head sculpts, the one that comes on the body and the one that's off the body, which just has a different look on the end, a different face look, I should say, and she does have those goggles on her head, which are kind of covered up with the hair. The hair is kind of done out of like a translucent brown, which looks really cool. And I think the face sculpt does kind of look like the actress who played Domino in the movie. She also comes with two of these machine guns, really well sculpted, nicely painted, slightly bent from the packaging, but that can be easily fixed by just putting in some hot water and then cooling them off so they dry straight. She comes with a really small gun here, which can be holstered on her side of her leg. I don't remember her having this in the movie, but I could be wrong. And there is a little hole at the front so you can put like a blast effect in if you have any blast effects for the Marvel Legends, which is really cool. And of course she does come with the two gun holding hands and the two fisted hands that she has on her in the packaging. Now for the actual figure itself, I think they've done a really great job with the body mold, with the coloring, everything. She looks like she just stepped right out of the movie, and overall I'm really happy with this particular figure. She's got some improvements on some of the joints and stuff over previous Marvel Legend female figures, and she still kind of has some of the issues that some of them have. And there's one main issue that I do want to point out here in a second, but let's just kind of look over the sculpting here. Is one of the newer figures, so you don't actually have the pins in the arms and the legs here, which is great. It makes it seamless. It looks amazing. The color on her entire suit here is dead on. There's no kind of overlap or anything like that. The hoister here that holds her gun doesn't affect her movement. It does allow you to move her leg around. I'm a little worried as time goes by that these might dry out or crack with movement with that. Again, the face sculpt looks amazing. Everything on this particular figure, even down to the boots here and the way that they sculpt the boots, looks great. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the articulation. Now, with the joint for the neck, it's quite high up, so you can get the movement down Can't, just due to the hair, can't get her head to look up too far. She can look left and right, of course, and she's able to tilt the head all around there. The arms can do a full 360. They can go out past 90 degrees. There's no bicep swivel, and they could have made a bicep swivel on this, just at the top of the kind of the long sleeve glove that she has here. The swivel is in the elbow though. She does have, all hands do swivel back and forth and do hinge. Of course, with these ones, they hinge in and out, and I would have liked them to hinge up and down, potentially. But oh well, that is what it is. The ab crunch on this particular figure is actually pretty good. It goes pretty far forward, pretty far back for a female figure. There's no hip swivel, of course. The legs can kick it this far out. They can kick this far forward. They can't really go too far back. They do have the double jointed knees that are really smooth. They have the upper thigh swivel, and they do not have an upper boot cut, but the feet do kick this far forward, this far back, and she does have that really great ankle pivot. Now the other thing is the peg holes for if you want to use a stand are farther up on the foot. I don't know if you can see that there properly. Usually they're back here, so I do like that it's far up, so it gives you a little bit more support. That said, I mean, she does stand up fairly well without needing additional support, which a lot of the female figures tend not to have. You have to have a stand or something to help hold them up. So let's get to the things, the main gripe that I have with this particular figure, and that is when taking out of the packaging, the hair on the head sculpt that comes on the device or on the figure came off. It just looks like they may have not used glue or not enough glue to hold that in there with that. And as you can see, I guess the head sculpt, the hair sculpt isn't really interfering with how far the head can look up. It's actually just the way that this particular ball joint is created. It does make it look smoother, but the fact that you only have you can look down, but you can't really look up far, does kind of hinder that. So it sucks that the hairpiece did come off. You can get it back, or I can put it back on, and I probably won't be able to do this on camera. It's a little tricky to get it to sit the right way it's supposed to. And of course, if you're moving the hair around, you're gonna have it pop off potentially, or moving, I should say, the head around, it's gonna potentially pop off. And if it doesn't sit right, you can kind of notice it. I can fix that, like I said, by just putting some glue in there when I go to pop it on. And that's what I will do later on. But other than that, I think they did a really, really great job with this particular figure. And I'm glad that I did pull the trigger on getting this figure, and I'm glad to have her in my collection. I may actually now have to get myself the Deadpool, or one of the Deadpool movie figures to go alongside with her. That stated, I do have quite a few Deadpool figures in my collection, so I can just probably pair her up with one of the comic ones. Anyway, guys, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, click on that like button. If you didn't, then go ahead and click on that dislike button. It doesn't really matter to me. It helps with the YouTube algorithm anyway. If you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, click on that subscription button, and also click on the bell notification so you can be updated with any new content that I come out with. I try to release a new video every Friday for you guys, so that way you'll be aware that something new has come out. And as always, guys, stay nerdy.